Our mission is champion care to children and families for happy, healthy lives. Literally everyone in this community has been a part of this endeavor. It began with Mr. Bob Shaw. He approached our executive leadership team and spoke with them about the fact that he wanted to make a donation to assist with the operations of a building of this type to take care of children with differing abilities. In my background, I have worked with a young lady named Rosie, True Love, and I was actually fortunate to be there the night that she was born. She was a preemie baby, and I was working in the NICU at Hamilton. Rosie's mother is a friend of mine and has become a dear friend over the years. We didn't know each other before Rosie was born.
Rosalie was born 12 weeks early, and we had been seeing doctors and therapists since she was 6 months old. Her main diagnosis is cerebral palsy, which affects her ability to walk. And so she has been receiving physical therapy and occupational therapy since she was a little bitty baby. Terry formed a board, a parent advisory council full of parents, teachers, educators, and therapists, and we kind of helped design this center based on what we had experienced in other clinical settings. Just input on what we felt was needed to help serve the children in our community better.
One of the things that we wanted to be sure we did was took care of children and families, because you can't take care of the child and separate them out from the family. It's important that you take care of everyone in the family.
Sometimes we do a different mirror every day. I do the light gate.
What does the light gate help you do?
It helped me walk.
When you walk in, you are greeted immediately. You can tell that the therapist and the physicians here truly care about their patients and their families. It's not just a, let's bring your child and treat them and send them on their way. It's a, come back, let us work with your child, let us work with you, and let us tell you some things that we can work through throughout the week.
So one of the things that makes our facility a bit unique is that we focus on family-centered care. Our primary concern is to not only be able to build competent and happy, healthy children, but also to be able to support families so that they know how to facilitate these things in their own lives.
We spend a lot of time coming up with hopefully easy to understand recommendations for the families to try to go ahead and offer things that they could be doing at home, because that is important. The 30 minutes here once a week is nothing compared to the hours and hours they spend at home.
I'm a single mother, so I also have to work. Most other therapy centers are 8 to 5, and that's what I work, 8 to 5.
Sometimes parents have to travel from one facility to another. They may have their speech and therapy in one location, and they may have PT and OT in another location. They may go to a different physician's office to have their medical appointments, and then they may have to go to yet another place to have their psychological testing completed or to see a counselor. The beauty of the Anna Shaw Children's Institute is that everything is right here under one roof.
The facility here is very accommodating to what schedule I need to have. And I feel like it's great because I can come in at 5:30, 6, and then I don't have to miss work, and I can still be a part of East West Therapy.
The big thing is it's only a 10-minute drive versus a 30-minute to a 2.5-hour drive. Previously, we were driving 2 hours and 30 minutes one way for Rosalie to receive services. And then when you actually get here and you see the inside of the facility, it's breathtaking.
We want them to have that experience where they feel like this is their place, this is their treehouse. We've had children come into our center and say, I'm coming in to play with the treehouse doctor. And that's exactly what we wanted.
I believe Issa's not nervous here. She just feels like she's at her second house.
So most places that do what we do are very much attached to a hospital. Kids are afraid of hospitals. A lot of these children who have complex illnesses, they have been in and out of the hospital so many times. Those poor little NICU babies, congenital heart babies. I mean, they're afraid. They've been poked and prodded, so they're afraid to go to the doctors. The fact that they don't know that there's a doctor here is really, it's very helpful. We don't wear white coats. We have toys that are spread out, and we're spending a lot of time talking, interacting, assessing their development. Then, so at the end, we bring out the stethoscope and the ear scope, and we're doing it back and forth and letting the child help us. By that time, they're calm. So we get a much better view, I think, than a pediatrician or any other people, because we don't have them in that state of fear.
When I first found out she had Down syndrome, I didn't know what it was going to be like. So there was a lot of fear. I just want her to be happy and be a functioning member of society, which I know she can be.
We make a bunch of crafts here. Me and Miss Fancy do. I'm an artist. I think that's what I'm going to be when I grow up, Mama.
All right, that sounds great.
I'll make a bunch of pretty pictures for you, Sissy and Daddy.
When we had our open house, over 800 people were here from the community, because this is something to be proud of.
We have lots of hopes and dreams for this place. The biggest one is that we just want to continue to help children and families realize that, life is a journey and we can help them on that journey.